How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. The Pittsburgh Pirates have been very busy over the last couple of days, with the Rich Hill signing becoming official, shocking 40-man roster changes, and an update on the Bryan Reynolds extension talks and trade possibilities, so be sure to stay to the end of the video where we'll be discussing that news. So let's take a deep dive and break down what exactly has happened so far for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Last week, the Jarlin Garcia acquisition became official after 25-year-old right-handed pitcher Bryce Wilson was designated for assignment to clear room on the 40-man roster. On January 4th, Wilson was traded to NL Central rivals, the Milwaukee Brewers, in exchange for cash considerations. After being acquired in the Richard Rodriguez trade from the Atlanta Braves at the 2021 trade deadline, the former Braves top pitching prospect has struggled immensely with the Pirates. Over the last two seasons between the Braves and the Pirates, Wilson had a combined 5.46 ERA, a 5.23 FIP, struck out 125 batters, walked 54, and had a 1.43 WHIP across 189 and 2/3 innings pitched. Last season, Wilson struggled but looked significantly better in the second half of the season, but with no option years remaining, he was bound to be DFA'd at some point. With the Brewers, he will most likely be bullpen depth or an emergency starter in case one of their pitchers gets injured next season. It's a shame that things didn't work out in Pittsburgh, but with Garcia officially on the roster, the Pirates now have a dominant left-handed reliever out of the bullpen. The next bit of news to cover is the official signing of veteran southpaw Rich Hill after 29-year-old right-handed pitcher Zach Thompson was surprisingly designated for assignment on January 5th to clear space on the 40-man roster. Zach Thompson was one of three players acquired in the Jacob Stallings trade with Miami Marlins in 2021, and like Bryce Wilson, struggled in his first and only season in Pittsburgh. I, like many other Pirates fans, had high hopes for Thompson after he joined the Pirates, especially after the season that he had in 2021 with the Marlins. In 75 innings pitched, 26 appearances, and 14 starts in Miami, Thompson had a 3.24 ERA, a 3.69 FIP, struck out 66 batters, only walked 28, and had a 1.21 WHIP, alongside a 21% strikeout rate and a 43.4% ground ball rate. However, with the Pirates, Thompson was downright bad, posting a 5.18 ERA, a 4.87 FIP, struck out 90 batters, walked 46, and had a whopping 1.51 WHIP across 121 and 2/3 innings pitched. Throughout the entire season, Thompson had command issues, walk issues, and gave up a lot of hard contact, which led to an inflated WHIP. With 3 option years remaining, it is still confusing as to why Thompson was DFA'd instead of someone like Dwayne Underwood Jr. or Ryan Velade, but it seems like the Pittsburgh Pirates have given up on Thompson entirely and do not see him as part of the Pirates' future moving forward. With Wilson and Thompson no longer on the Pirates, this opens up opportunities for top pitching prospects like Clint Priester, Mike Burrows, and Luis Ortiz to make appearances in the starting rotation later on in the season. Zach Thompson will most likely be traded away for cash or a player to be named later, unless he somehow passes through waivers, and in that case, he would start the season in AAA Indianapolis. The final bit of news to cover are some updates on the Bryan Reynolds contract extension talks and the possibility of him being traded to a contender sometime this season. According to Jason Mackey and John Heyman, the Pirates offered an extension to Bryan Reynolds, but Reynolds and the Buccos are about $50 million apart in terms of a contract number. While the exact length and contract number is currently unknown, the total contract number is supposed to be well over $120 million, which would be a franchise record contract. Earlier this offseason, Reynolds requested a trade from the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, and multiple teams are currently showing interest in acquiring Bryan Reynolds. With star outfielder Dalton Varsho being traded to the Blue Jays, Reynolds' trade value has skyrocketed, and it's only a matter of time before a contending team decides to put forth a convincing offer for Reynolds' services. Currently, the Pittsburgh Pirates are clearly not a contender, and Reynolds is in his prime years and wants to win, so if the price is right, Reynolds is most likely going to be traded, as much as I don't want that to happen. If you are interested in me making a video for possible trade destinations and trade packages for Reynolds, comment down below and let me know. In my personal opinion, the Pirates absolutely need to sign Bryan Reynolds, considering that the outfield is one of our weakest positions on the roster. His track record shows that he is a very capable offensive producer, and he is one of the best outfielders in all of baseball. Throughout his entire career in Pittsburgh, Bryan Reynolds has been one of the few bright spots on this team, and trading him away will just push this rebuild further on. If the organization is serious about contending in the next few seasons, extending Reynolds needs to be of the utmost importance, especially if we are only $50 million apart in terms of a contract extension. We absolutely have the money, but owner Bob Nutting, as usual, refuses to re-sign quality players. And you wonder why most of the fan base is frustrated with this organization. All I know is that if Reynolds is traded, most of the fan base will riot and the never-ending rebuild will continue for the foreseeable future. Only time will tell if Reynolds will be a Pirate past the 2023 season, but hopefully he stays. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please consider leaving a like on the video for more Pirates content, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell for notifications that way you don't miss any future uploads coming up on the channel. With that being said, let's go Bucks.